Hello everybody, and it's now time for another one of my video game reviews. I know last week I said I'll have a couple more up. Just didn't get around to it. I've been busy with the snow. Uh, if anybody's from Canada, you know, up here we get snowstorms almost weekly. Um, so, but it does give me more time to play games sometimes, like with snow removal and everything like that at night. I usually sit down and I can actually play through a game. The game I played is like a newer one. It came out in 2012. The Amazing Spider-Man. This takes place. Oh, I'm gonna go over the story first. It takes place a few months after the events in the movie. So actually, this is like a sequel to the movie. Um, Starts off with Peter Parker and Gwen into the laboratory, and she's like giving him a tour, and then all of a sudden something happens. That there's an outbreak into the laboratory. A bunch of people are getting infected with the disease, and by the end of the game, most of the city is over 1 million that are infected. Uh, so you fight other characters like Rhino. You help fight with the lizard, but mostly you're fighting Smite's robots. If you remember, watch the animated TV series. Smite is the guy in the wheelchair that has eventually becomes a robot type deal. He makes these big giant robots, and Spider-Man has to fight it. The achievement-wise, I almost got them all. I think I was only missing 5 achievements, and I didn't bother getting the last 5 achievements. It's like beating it on hard and stuff like that, and collecting all the comic books. Just those things. I just didn't feel like going back and going through it again the second time. It was a good game. Don't get me wrong on that one. I just didn't feel like replaying it. I might take it out one day and replay it. I'm not 100% sure. Um, Overall, the game was really good. Like I said, you see Rhino into it, but I didn't like the look of Rhino. I was figuring Rhino would be like a guy in a suit. I knew the lizard would be just a man transformed into a lizard, but the character itself, looks like it doesn't portray like off of the TV series or the comic book, so that's what threw me off a little bit. Um, but your main enemies are mostly normal people. There's or normal people that are infected by the disease, and Smite is making his mech robots destroy the infected and everything like that. And he's infected, so he's looking for a cure. So you break out Dr. Connors to help you create a um, antidote. Sorry about that. To help save your girlfriend Gwen and save the population of the whole New York City. There is different things you can do in the game, like taking pictures for a reporter, which is a little bit odd. Bruce Campbell, I think, even does a voice because to me that's what it sounds like. The guy in the blimp, I think it's Bruce Campbell. Um, I had to do a little. I'll have to do a little bit of research onto that, but I believe it's Bruce Campbell. Um, then there's other prospects like breaking into labs, stringing guys up. And then doing some research on doing some hacking into computers. There's many upgrades for the game, like you can upgrade his attacks, his senses, everything like that. How he does web punches, all those great things. Uh, and I believe that, and there's like over 700 comic books to collect through the whole game. There's some that's flying in the air. Most of them are on buildings. Uh, I found, I think, over 500, and I was just missing a little under the 200 to collect them all. And I just, like I said, I didn't bother doing it. Spider-Man's costume in the game is a little bit different than what everybody's used to, as you can tell on the cover right here. He has the red going in while his supposed to be his hands are like completely red, but maybe they're just changing it up for the new thing. I did see the new movie. I really didn't care for it as much as I would like as a big Spider-Man fan. Um, but overall, like the graphics in the game are awesome. You can see like all the outline of Spider-Man's suit, like the grid into it, everything like that. As you're doing fights with the mech warriors and everything like that. Your suit is getting ripped up. You're seeing tears all over it. Uh, like I said, the boss battles are just big mecha robots, and you have to hit them in a certain spot or do web shoots to weaken them a little bit. This game did get a bad rep from a lot of reviewers. I don't know why. I enjoyed playing it. I did a lot of the side quests and everything like that, where you fight Rhino, more of fight Rhino and stuff like that. Like I said, it's just disappointing that they weren't people in suits like in the TV show. That they were just people infected and turning into animals. That was the downfall. They should have did like more towards the TV series, but or the comic book. But like I said, they're trying to make everything more realistic and type style. Like look at what they did with Batman with Bane in the last one, The Dark Knight Rising. So like I said, overall this is a great game. It was released on multiple systems, 3DS, DS. The DS version like is a 2.5D scroller. Um, then it was released on 360, PS3, Wii, and then Wii U. So the game did make it to a lot of consoles just because of its popularity of being Spider-Man and the movie and whatnot. Like I said, the movie, this continues off in a movie, and they are making a sequel to the movie, so I'm looking forward to that altogether. But this is a good action adventure game. If you see it, I would pick it up. I paid $5 for mine at a pawn shop, and like I said, it's released by Activision. So if you see it anywhere, and you're a big Spider-Man fan, I would recommend playing it. And it's a pretty good game. Hell, you even see Spider-Man without his powers around the end of the game. So it's pretty cool. I would pick it up. I would recommend it to anybody. So that's my review on The Amazing Spider-Man. So you all take her easy and remember to spread the word of the Mad Gamer and keep gaming, everybody.